It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down by
the numbers a week ago for Michelle. 16 carries, 73 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's roll the ball.
11 yards there, first down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
10 more there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Yeah, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sonny Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On the run, it's Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown,
Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it works.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A final shot before half for Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! Joe Mixon, 79 yards. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Tanyan, complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks.
So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The handoff to
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
out. 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Makes the score Rams 21.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
30-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And the Rams first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. Steps away to his left. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Wentz on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline...
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll run on first down. Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
7. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He was taken down behind the line.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can. And that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he'll run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Mixon. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They run for it with Mixon, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
1-yard line.
Mixon with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the early struggles continue.